Hello, my name is William, the Avid reader, and today I am reviewing Lord of the Flies, written by William Golding in 1954. So this is an old book written in the 50s. It's also short. It's a bit more than a couple hundred pages, and it's has big letters, so it's a quick read, and it's only 12 chapters, and you don't have that many characters, but it still gets confusing. It's a middle cast, you could say. So the main characters, you've got Ralph. So first let's talk about the plot. So the plot is you have a plane that crashes on an island, and only the kids survive. Only schoolboys survive. Schoolboys plane, and they're all between 6 and 12, I think. I'm not sure. They're all preteens. So you got the big ones. So I think they're maybe 12. Then you've got the little ones who are about 6. They stay on the island for a while, and the first character we get to meet is Ralph, and then he gets to meet who's becomes the leader for a while of the group of schoolboys, and then he gets to meet Piggy. Gets the nickname Piggy. We never really learn his name. He's a fat kid with glasses. Can be some annoying sometimes, but it's still a bit smart. And we get to meet them, and we get to meet Jack, the leader of the choir boys, who really loves hunting. He wants to be a hunter and hunt pigs. And all the schoolboys they elect Ralph chief, and Jack becomes leader of the hunters. And and they start building shelters, and they want to keep up a fire to alert a boat to come there. And then Jack starts ignoring what they should do. And later nothing really happens for the first 2/3 of the book, really, which is sad. So then Jack splits off and takes more and more schoolboys to form his group of hunters, and it ends up with there are less and less people who are in Ralph's clans, and it ends up being you've got twins called Sam and Eric. They speak like they're one person, so they're called Sam and Eric. And at the end, you've got only 4 people who are in Ralph's clan. You've got Ralph, Piggy, and Sam and Eric. And the hunters, they kill. Oh yeah, by the way, spoilers. The hunters first they believe everyone believes there's this beast, but there isn't really. And they have this saying that is kill the beast, cut his throat, spill his blood. And they kill. They think that Simon is the beast, so they kill him by accident. But then everyone starts becoming savages. Most start becoming savages one by one. Especially Roger, and then Jack, the leader, and they end up killing Piggy with a rock, and both Simon and Piggy are thrown off cliffs. You've got the elected person versus the strong man, and Sam and Eric end up being forced to join the hunters, and Ralph is alone. And then he has to run and hide, and they try to kill him until they come up, see a naval officer, British naval officer. And you've got Ralph that says that a couple kids are killed, and he says he's the leader, and Jack shuts up. Yeah, and the conch is broken the conch is like this shell that you can make a big sound from. Well, that has been broken before. This book explores civilized people versus savages and what should be focused on. And and it's called this. Apparently, the book is an allegory like Animal Farm, which is, I think, a big overstatement because there's nothing. I don't see how this won a Nobel Prize literature. So, what did I think of this book? By the way, The Beast is Imaginary. Well, I didn't really like it. Nothing really happens for the two first thirds. You got a couple kids who die. That's the only parts that are kind of interesting. You've got some short interesting parts, but most of it is just boring description. He keeps describing the sun and the leaves and the water all the time, and it's confusing if the beast exists or not. And then you got the kids. It's not even clear how the kids get killed and things like that. It's not a. I don't see it's a good book. It's okay. It's not even decent. It's just okay. And I would not recommend it. This is not a Nobel. How is this a Nobel Prize for literature? If you wanna read a classic that's been written a while ago, then you go read Journey to the Center of the Earth. You don't read Lord of the Flies. So I'm sorry. I mean, I started. I've heard a lot about this book. I've only heard that it's classic. But I came with high expectations for this book, and I hoped it was going to be a good book, and or at least to be decent. But no, this is not a decent book. So how would I rate this book? 5 out of 10. I thought a lot about it, and my thoughts just about this book just keep getting worse and worse, and it's really sad. So yeah, sorry, it's not a good book. Unfortunately, I want it to be good, but it isn't. The message is good, trying to describe. I picked this book because I thought it was going to be about civilization and with savages, and that's what it was. But it was written so badly that the message is good, and you got some small parts that sometimes almost save the book, but never really. So, 5 out of 10 this book. 5 out of 10, unfortunately. So, William Golding, I'm sad to say that you failed. Lord of the Flies is not a good book. 5 out of 10. So, this was the Avid Reader's review of Lord of the Flies. I hope you enjoyed this a bit more negative review. So, yeah, I'm the Avid Reader, and I will see you guys soon.